Hello everyone and welcome to an episode of Minecraft. Today I'll be showing you the top 3 mods for Minecraft 1.5.1. I have chosen all 3 of these mods from the Minecraft DL forums under mods. You can go there with the link in the description. So let's get started. First up, Ray's minimap. Everybody knows this mod, but I could not stop myself from putting it in because it's one of the most helpful mods I know. As you can see, the map is in the top right corner of the screen. You can press the M key and it has all these. You can turn it off, render type, biome, cave, point the death point on if you die, and it'll show you where you died. Minimap options, you can change everything, texture, everything. It has its own option menu just to change whatever you want in it. And also, waypoints. This was a big factor of it, so let's just add a waypoint. Minecraft mod data potato, and we could change the color of how we want it. Like, let's say I wanted a dark green, or let's say I wanted a little thing, whatever color that is, or purple. You just change it all right here. Press OK. Go back, exit menu, and you have your own, well, waypoint. This mod has so many features, but it would take forever to describe them, and we need to continue on. Second mod, the damage indicators. This mod is by far an amazing mod. At first, it would only show what would come up, but now if you go over a mob, the health bar comes up, the mob utility type, and the mob's picture of what it's doing. So I'm just gonna hit him once and watch. That little number that came up was the was the damage that whatever you used on it did to it. So we have a creeper, 20 health. It displays the health bar and it goes down 7. So now it has 13 of 20 health. And so again, it even shows how it was pulsating right there, getting ready to explode. And the red means that it's a predator or dangerous. So we're just gonna destroy you. And that's basically the thing. I know there's a menu for it, but let me try and find it. Well, you'll have to look if you get the mod. Just like press through all your keys and which ones opens it. So, the final mod is the dungeon mobs. This is by far one of the scariest mobs, and you can find these in caves anywhere. Are creepers not scary enough? This should help you. We have a shrieker. Now this, it's a cute little mushroom, tell me I'm wrong. But what this was, when it's exposed to sunlight or attacked, it will make this really, really loud noise that attracts every other mob that came from the mod to it, to attack you. So I'm just gonna kill it. And that was the shrieker. It looks like a mushroom, but don't be fooled. Next up, we have the Umber Hulk. Now this will mess you up beyond belief. This is by far the most difficult mod that came with it, only to be challenged by the experienced person. And as you can see, this thing is loud, and it will mess you up. Just gonna hit it once. Now this thing barely takes any damage because of its skin, which apparently decreases its damage. And this thing will uppercut you like a giant in Skyrim. So let's just go ahead and kill it. Die. And another thing about the damage indicators, you can see that even with mods, it'll put in that mob, the name, the health, everything. So that ends up making that mod even better. Now, we have a ghoul. This ghoul is basically a zombie that screams like an old man. And it's in the sun, but if it hits you, it'll like paralyze you. as you can see. So we were paralyzed or slowed. I think it's more paralyzed because we could barely move. Now for the troll. And well, it's a troll. Not troll. It's a troll. It looks like a so it can attack you. And what this does is it will brutalize you. Like it'll uppercut you repeatedly until you die. So we're just gonna kill it. It drops leather. Next up, we have the Beholder. Now this thing has the ability to fly, obviously. And if you hit it, it's kind of like a gas. It'll shoot stuff out of its eyeballs, as you can see. And seeing how I'm creative, it won't work very well because apparently if you get hit by one of these, it'll send you like a bunch of horrific things or whatever. But seeing how we have the too many items mod installed, let's give it a shot. Hit me! Oh, nope. That's poison and slowness. Yeah. Well, apologies for that. And I'm just gonna let him fly around. Now for the hook horror. And well, it speaks for itself. Have a look. As you can see, this thing is well, not very pleasant. It looks like an evolved Psyduck with claws. I forgot its name. But if we attack it, this thing will come after you with its claws, and well, you better say goodbye to yourself, because it will mess you up very, very badly. I've got this really bad lag. Sorry, it's taking forever to kill these. Alrighty. Leave! Alright. Now, yeah, it drops tripwire hooks as well. You've got to be kidding me. Die. Alright. Now we can focus back on the gameplay. Now we have the distraction. And well, it makes this really low frequency sound. And if you attack, it'll like kind of suck you in, kind of slow you down and attack you like until you're dead, basically. As you can see, and it's already on me, sucking me in. But we're on creative, so it doesn't really do that much. So we're just gonna end it. Next up, we have the Cave Fisher. And this is actually in a really intelligent mob. It'll leave webs behind his. Never mind, it doesn't leave webs. It's like a spider. It can crawl up things, and if it attacks you, it can like pull you closer. Watch if it'll do it. Alright, well, it's not doing it with me right now, but it does. And it drops string, just like a spider. Now we have the... never mind. Now we have the... Rakshasa. Now this is like a Khajiit. But this is definitely one of the most brutal mobs this comes with, because if it attacks you, you are screwed, because it basically makes itself invisible, and it'll use magic on you to kill you, and it ends up being extremely deadly. I attacked one in survival once, and it was like 8 damage, and as you can see, sorry about that, I kind of cut off. And these Rakshasas, they will, they're not very pleasant at all. If you come across one, you're screwed. They teleport. It makes its own decoys. Yeah. It'll make you go insane. I'm just gonna put it on peaceful to get rid of it. Alright, let's go back. Now we have the Hellhound, and well, that's what you think of Hellhound would do. It attacks you and it sets you on fire. And it's a dog. And it sounds like a dog when you hit it, but right now we're on creative, so it won't do it. But it will, I'll show you. It attacks you, it sets you on fire. Just gonna get rid of it. Another thing I forgot to mention about these, they're really strong. They can resist a lot of damage. Next up we have the Illithid, and it's like a horrific Squidward. Now what this will do is when it attacks you, its stare will like slow you down so that it can easily kill you. So hello. I'm gonna switch to survival. And as you can see, it's already done all this to me. It's slowed down. You can see the bubbles around me from the effect. It gives slowness and mining fatigue. So if you come across this while you're mining, it'll slow you down quite a bit. Next, the Manticore. Now this thing, you don't want to mess with this thing. This thing will mess you up. This little thing on its back, it's like a shotgun, but it shoots arrows. Watch. As you can see, it's shooting arrows at me. And this can be really, really dangerous while you're in a close place, all packed up tight. This will mess you up. I'm just gonna get rid of it. It drops arrows, of course, and quite a lot of arrows, so if you manage to kill one of these, yeah, you got a nice batch of arrows for your bow. Now for the cockatrice. And well, it's like a little ostrich. It's a lot like the troll. It will just like hit you. It does have no effects, but it's really, really fast. It'll come at you in a blink of the eye. Next thing you know, you'll be taking damage from this thing. Kill that. It drops eggs. Chicken eggs, I think. Yep. Not sure where that came from. What you been doing with the chickens, cockatrice? Oh no. It's raining right now. Alright. So next up we have the Lizalfos. Lizalfos? I don't know. But these things usually spawn in groups of 4. They're lizards with swords. And they have this thing where if you attack them quite a bit, they will, as you can see, it's spinning around and regenerating its health. So these things are definitely hard to kill. But when you kill them, it's quite worth it in the end because they usually drop enchanted weapons. Like as you can see, I just got one with Bane of Arthropods 3. And now this one is going to drop something completely different. It's not the same thing over and over again. Sometimes it does drop nothing. Finally, we have the Rust Monster. This thing is probably one of the most annoying mobs because if you have iron or gold with you, it will eat it. Literally. I will demonstrate. I'll put on some iron boots, chest plate, helmet. And watch what this thing does. As you can see, it's already eating my armor. It's depleting. It's eating the armor. You can see my iron helmet and my iron boots just slowly deteriorating away. Just watch the little bar. Bam, it's going down. pretty soon, I won't have an armor helmet anymore. And these things will follow you to eat. And bam, there goes your iron helmet. Now, this thing doesn't really attack you. It just eats all your stuff. It's a passive mob, I think. But it likes your iron. And that is it, everybody. Thank you for watching the Minecraft mod Data Potato. Please like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.